Hi there. So this is another one of my weekly interpretations. And again, every week it's the same question related to my business, what the week holds for me, and the best way to approach it. As always, the question is, help me understand what this week holds for me at work and the best attitude to maintain in order to work towards achieving my Q1 goals. So this week I got Hexagram 14, Great Gain, or Sovereignty in the I-Ching book. In my experience, this is usually a pretty good hexagram, especially for the part of the question, what does this week hold? Great gain, as the hexagram goes on to explain, is a time when everything is just kind of clicking, everything that you've been waiting for is coming into effect, everything seems to work well, it's kind of the culmination of a period of hard work. But the other part is I'm interested in what's the best attitude to maintain. So how do I make the most of this time to actually make the biggest gain in my business? The I-Ching book has a special section when you get this hexagram static. So I'm going to go ahead and read that. In its static form, the hexagram's sovereignty demands a firm adherence to your principles regarding the object of your inquiry. There should be no dogma or pretension in your words, ideas, and convictions. Absolute clarity of mind combined with strength of character will give you the integrity necessary to accomplish your aim and continue past this time. If sovereignty becomes institutionalized, it loses direction. I really like this, guys, and it gives me a lot of things to think about as far as the best way to approach this week for work. I don't usually talk about previous hexagrams, but I think it's previous inquiries and the hexagrams I've gotten, but I think it's pretty important for this week. At the beginning of this year, I inquired the following. As a leader, what should I focus on the first 3 months of the year to get our four-product business to $40,000 monthly revenue stabilized at 15% net profit margins, parentheses, $6,000 profit per month? So this question was really kind of setting the scope for the first quarter of the year and what I needed to do. Right now, it's March 18th. It's almost the end of the first quarter. This hexagram, I got 21 biting through with 2 change lines, 2 and 3, into 14, great gain. Now, last week, I spent a lot of time reflecting on this inquiry, and I was really looking at the change lines in particular. And basically, I got the sense that, I got a lot of strengths as an entrepreneur, but that I got a lot of weaknesses. And it really highlighted those weaknesses and how to work on them. So at the end of last week, I sat down and made a huge to-do list for the project that we've really been working on of systematizing our business. Why this is important is this week's hexagram is 14 static. So there's an interesting parallel there. So the way I view that is I'm this week working on bringing to a close this quarter. That's related to the inquiry I made at the beginning of the year, which goes into 14. So this week is all about sticking with the things that I've been doing for the last 4 months. At the end of this I-Ching section, there's a sentence I really like. Absolute clarity of mind combined with strength of character will give you the integrity necessary to accomplish your aim and continue past this time. I love that. Clarity of mind and strength of character. In my mind, that looks like know what you need to do and have the willpower to follow through and get it done. I've gotten everything clear on what I need to do this week. Now it's all about getting clear, now that I have clear on it, it's about following through with my willpower and getting it done. There's only a couple more things I want to read. They're from the yellow book. This is a great sentence. All things come to the man who is modest and kind in high position. During the time of the great gain, don't be a dick. Be modest, right? The other thing, and it talks about this both in the yellow book and the I-Ching book, is thus the superior man curbs evils and furthers good, and thereby obeys the benevolent will of heaven. This idea is essentially that during the time of great gain, the sun sheds light on all the good stuff, but it can also shed light on the bad stuff. So my approach for this week is be modest, know what I need to do, have the willpower to get it done, but also be open to and receptive to the idea that there's still things I need to work on, and just kind of identifying those evil forces and the evil things within inside of me. So thinking it should be a pretty good week, and I have a pretty good plan of what I need to do. So pretty good hexagram, and I'm excited to see you guys at the end of the week to reflect on how it actually went.